The game that's going to be reviewed in today's video seems to just uphold an ancient draconian law, Killer Frequency, which is a indie game, a horror themed indie game. Now this game is actually pretty interesting in that, for one, I am not one that loves to dabble into horror games. I don't mean to use French right now, but I am a poussé, and I'm not the poussé. I am a Hello Kitty Island Adventure poussé. Killer Frequency was recommended to me by a friend. I went ahead and dabbled my toes in playing Killer Frequency, and you know what I gotta say to it? I actually had a fan-damn-tastic time playing it. So to give a brief summary of the game, you play as a local DJ at a radio station inside of a small town, and while you're in the middle of dreading your shift, you end up getting a phone call from the police station where apparently not only were the police attacked by this serial killer, but the serial killer has been let loose all across town. Thankfully though, one of the police officers does survive. I believe it was the sheriff that survived, and she tries to go and get them help in another town over, or the city over that's closest to the town. And while she's out, your role as the DJ is to essentially be a emergency hotline. So yeah, you're mixing on the ones and twos while you're making sure the civilians of the town don't get screwed. Simply pick up the hotline and guide the townspeople who are calling in the moment that they spot the serial killer closing in on them in order to put them on a milk carton. First thing I liked about this game is the fact that it is short. I mean, you could complete this game within a day. It doesn't disrespect your time. There's been no segment that has felt like it was inflating the game's playtime. And not only is it a short game, but it's a short game that is really good. Not like you're staying in the DJ booth all night long, just talking to people on the phone. But when you have those sections or those segments where you have to leave and you have to investigate around the office to find clues about who the killer is or who could potentially be the next victim, it's refreshing when it does that to you, so that the gameplay can be breaking up and it doesn't feel like you're just stuck in one area. And like on top of that, there's also puzzles that you have to do in order to solve the mysteriousness behind this serial killer. And there's stuff that you do have to memorize as well, but it's not anything strenuous or requires a notepad and pen. It's easily doable. This game really feels like a love letter to horror movies in general. Timeline that it takes place in, it's like in the 1980s in a small rural town in America, like the genesis of so many horror movies. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually remember there being references to horror movies in the game. So if you are a horror aficionado, I'm pretty sure that you will greatly enjoy this game. Another thing that I do like, considering that you do play as a radio DJ, is that there are songs in the game that you can actually play on the radio station, and you can actually choose them. The songs are actually pretty good. I would rock them on Spotify and have them playing in the background. Now, as far as what I didn't like about the game, it has to do with this heifer right here. It's inside of this booth. Absolutely hated her goddamn guts. Every single time that I had to go off and venture off to find clues, and I would go up to her door to be like, yo, you want to join me? And every single time she would tell me, shut the fuck up, because I'm not leaving this room. Like, again, I don't blame her, but also at the same time, she didn't really have to be an asshole about it. On top of that, and even throughout the game, when you're talking to the listeners and she has the unmitigated gall to jump in and say something smart, she was driving me up a goddamn wall. But other than that, this review is about as long as the game, which is not that long at all. If I had to give Killer Frequency a score, my personal score for Killer Frequency would be an 8. Other than that, that ends the review. Thank y'all so much for watching this. Let me know if you have played Killer Frequency before in the comments down below. What was your favorite part? Or if you are interested in checking out Killer Frequency, I'll put a link for the game in the description. Let me say this, I'm not getting not a lick of a cent putting it in my video description. This was not sponsored at all. This game was not given to me for free at all. So that's how you know that this review is coming straight from the heart. And even still, even if I was given a free key, that's not gonna stop me from talking shit if I didn't enjoy the game. And until next time, for the next review, take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace.